Let's go a little deeper into the role phonology plays in learning to read and spell. We will explore the progression of phonological and phonemic awareness skills from easier to harder, and introduce some general principles for teaching these skills in a way that can avoid some of the common points of confusion often seen in children's spelling errors. The most powerful predictors of later reading and writing skills turned out to be those requiring phonological awareness, specifically the analytic ability to manipulate phonemes in words. A phonological system includes the inventory of consonants and vowel sounds in the language. Rules and patterns by which phonemes are sequenced is important to teach to students. For example, ng is never at the beginning of a word. Ul is never the first sound in an initial blend. The sequence k does not occur within a syllable. Allowable variations in how phonemes can be pronounced and still retain their identity also exist. So we say a tongue flap for t in words like water and British without changing the word. Since the late 1980s, we have known the importance of phonemic awareness for creating skilled readers. Assessment of these skills in kindergarten is one of the most effective early indicators of whether or not a child will struggle with reading. The more knowledge teachers have of the phonological system, the more effective they can be. Words are comprised of syllables. Knowing syllable structure can help children decode and encode, or spell. The nucleus or peak of a syllable is its vowel. Every syllable needs a vowel. The onset is what comes before the vowel in a syllable. The coda is what comes after the vowel in the syllable. And the rhyme, R-I-M-E, is the vowel plus what comes after it in the syllable. It includes the peak and the coda. Again, every syllable has a vowel. Some words have an onset rhyme, like the words cat, k, at, the onset being k, the rhyme R-I-M-E being the vowel and everything that comes after it, or the word me, being the onset and e being the rhyme. Words may not have a coda, they may or may not. Some words have a rhyme but not an onset, like the word an, or am, or on. Look at the word brick. Burr is the onset in the word brick, and ick is the rhyme. The peak of the syllable is the vowel I. The coda is the consonant following the vowel k. As we discussed previously, many students struggle to separate the sonorant phonemes ng from vowels that precede them. This shows up in mispronunciation of words, and it shows up in spelling errors. Resulting spellings of novice spellers can be things like B-R-I-D for the word bird, or the pronunciation or spelling of the word girl as G-R-I-L. Natural breaks in speech don't always correspond with rules for written syllable division. More on that in the next chapter. We naturally break before consonants. This is what's called the maximal onset rule in spoken word pronunciation. Also, rules of speech sound sequencing can indicate syllable boundaries, like in the word only, or the word pumpkin, pumpkin. There's a general categorization of syllable difficulty from simple to more complex. Awareness of this can help reading teachers present phonological awareness tasks in a systematic way that's sequenced from easier to harder, starting with and building on easier tasks. A simple syllable has no consonant blends, like the word me, or the word at, or the word pipe. Complex syllables have one or more consonant blends before or after a vowel. So words like blimp or squeeze. Student spelling errors often involve omission of consonants and blends, especially consonants that are interior in the syllable. So a word like black might be written as B-A-K. These spelling errors often show up in older students and also become apparent when you try to do phonological awareness tasks with older students. It's helpful to keep in mind that the origin of these confusions is often in phonology and not in orthography. Keeping in mind that the C here stands for consonant and the V stands for vowel, and that those are sounds, not letters. Here is a sequence of syllable structure from easier to harder. So for example, the word ice is a vowel consonant word, I-S. Make sure your phonemic awareness and phonics programs refer to consonants and vowels as sounds, not letters, so that you're not doing things like mistakenly calling a word like boy a CVC word, which it's not. It is a CV word. Keep this syllable structure and sequence specifically in mind when we talk later about teaching phonological awareness. It's much easier for students to learn these skills, whether they're phonological skills or orthographic skills, if they are taught in a specific sequence from easier to harder.